So this is my first What's My Rock video. I'm asking students when they go on holidays to bring a rock back when they go overseas, or in Australia is cool as well. Thank you for this student who brought me back a rock from a mountain in China is all he told me. And I'm sorry I had to break it. I've got to look inside, otherwise I can't do it. And not lying to you, this is what was going through my head. I'll just go through it, then I'll tell. Then he emailed me back, letting me know exactly where it was from, so I could confirm it. Straight away, it looked like a sandstone that was very. Some sandstones are quite soft, so it's undergone some sort of metamorphosis. And then I needed to go back and do a little bit more closer looking. So you have to break it open to see what's inside. You can't trust the outside of any rock. And it shows quartz veining and quartz formation with sort of silt to sandstone size clasts and evidence of layering. Because it's so red and rich in iron, it's with quartz veining, it screams out gold and other valuable minerals. So no doubt there's lots of iron that can be mined and other minerals, including gold. It looks a bit like a gossan. And I got it right. It's not always going to happen, I don't think. So here you can see the scratch test. Now, I actually just doing this for you. Now that I've got a 365 UV light, I can just shine it on it. If it doesn't go orange, then it's not calcite, it'll be quartz. So I got the scissors out and scratched it. You can see the little bit of iron off the scissors left behind. So it's quartz. It's nice and hard. It's harder than iron. The other thing here, you can see that there's a quartzite texture to it. And it's not always like that, but there are parts of it that are like that. So that's showing metamorphosis going on. And you can see that there are clasts here. Some are large, some are small. So it is silt to sandstone size. That's definitely more the sandstone texture. That's definitely more the quartzite texture. And there's just more pictures of it there. And you can see the layering there. You can also see the darker maybe metal sulfides as well. So that all sort of like makes me think, I'd love to have an XRS. I wonder if there's any gold in there or what the other metals are that have deposited in these quartz vein and structures. So I needed some way to say, well, was I close or was I not? So let me know where it was. It was from here, Dalian in China, more specifically in this area here. And I won't get any more specific than that, but this area here, I just needed to hone it down a little bit more for the to look at the journals and see what they say. So it's from the North China Craton. Now the difference is cratons are ancient, were always there and have been stable, whereas the orogons are getting twisted and deformed and sunk and all sorts of stuff. So they're getting changed massively, whereas these have been stable since the beginning of the formation of the earth. That's kind of relevant because sandstone is sort of a continental deposit. It's also near the edge where there could be some more sand deposited. Whereas these orogons, I'm used to those in Queensland at least, being pushed up fine silt marine sediments, whereas this is not. And then the final slide here is these are first and fourth members, that's second member, and so that's specifically Dalian here, and it is quartzite, sandstone, quartzite, shale, silty, fine sandstone, exactly what I said, all from one rock. And I did look it up too. This is a huge steel industry here, and there are gold mines here. There you go. You can do that. That's what one rock can tell you. Okay? It's pretty crazy, isn't it? How much one rock can tell you. All right. Thank you.